Hey y'all, welcome. Tonight I am showing you how I make my peach cobbler. So first I'm going to get my 9 by 13 inch dish and a stick of butter, and I'm going to place it into the oven. And I set the oven to 375 degrees. So I'm going to let the butter go ahead and melt. And for the peaches, you're going to need about 6 to 8, or you can use canned peaches. It's your preference. I just happen to have some peaches that I need to use up. So I wanted to show you that you can either, with this one here, I just used a knife to peel it, and then this one I actually used the peeling method of boiling it and then putting it in an ice bath, and then the skin just peels right off. It just comes right off. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these and then show you how to finish the rest. What I do is I boil the peaches for about a minute, and then I put them in a cold bath, and I'm able just to peel the skin right off of them. So all I'm doing is peeling the skin, and then I'm cutting them up into like chunks and putting them in the bowl. Okay? And I pulled the dish out of the oven, and this is what it looks like. I'm just melting the butter inside the dish, and I'm going to put it aside. Now I'm going to grab the peaches, and then I'm going to pour in the brown sugar. And then I'm going to mix the peaches and the brown sugar. Okay, now that I have all the brown sugar mixed into the peaches, I'm just going to let it rest now and set it aside while I work on the batter. So now I'm going to put my flour into the sifter and along with the baking powder, and then I'm just going to put it inside of the bowl and just sift it through, okay? Okay, now that I combine the flour and the baking powder, I'm going to add my white sugar to the bowl, and then I'm going to mix it with a fork just to blend it all together and make sure it's well combined. Now that all the sugar is combined, I'm going to pour in my milk. I'm going to pour in most of the milk. I just don't want to put it all in and then it'd be too watery, so I'm just going to add in like 3/4 of the portion, and then I'm going to mix it together. Okay? So the dough's starting to come together, and I used most of the portion of the milk. I'm just going to go ahead and pour the rest in because it will be the exact texture that I need. So here's the consistency. I can't say the word. This is what the batter looks like. So once I get the batter all mixed in together, I'm going to get my peaches, and then I'm going to add the seasonings to the peaches a little at a time. Just mix the seasonings together, and then I'm going to sprinkle some of the seasoning on top and then mix it in. Not all of the mixture, I just like half the mixture because I'm going to put the other half on top of the batter. Oh my gosh, you guys, it smells so good right now. It smells so fall weather. I can't wait for it to come. Alright, so here we have the peaches. We set those aside. And as for the reserved brown sugar and the rest of the seasoning, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my dish that has the butter in it. Okay? And then I'm going to pour the batter on the bottom, and then put the peaches on top of the batter, and then I'm going to sprinkle the rest of this on top of the batter. Okay, so I poured the batter into the dish, and now I'm going to carefully or just place the peaches on top of the batter. I'm not just going to dip it on once in the middle, because then you want to kind of lay it out, spread it out evenly, and scoop it inside the dish, And then whatever's left over inside of the bowl, you can pour on top and drizzle on top of the peaches. Just like so. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the brown sugar and then just sprinkle it over the top. You do not have to put this much sugar into yours. I like putting the brown sugar on top because it kind of gives it a crunch once the peaches sink, and then the batter will rise, and then on top gives like this crispy, crunchy topping. It tastes so good. Okay, so now I'm gonna finish with the brown sugar and then with the final seasonings on top. Just gonna sprinkle all the way through, just like so. Okay, and then I'm going to put it in the oven and I'm going to bake it for 25 to 30 minutes. I will set it for 25 minutes and then I'm going to check on it and then see if I have to bake it a little longer. Okay, so I just pulled it out of the oven and it looks like I'm going to put it in probably for about another 10 to 15 more minutes. But it is starting to brown here and it is smelling so delicious, and I might just put it in for 10 minutes because I'm noticing it's getting pretty brown. I'm just going to turn it over in my oven and then put it in for another 10 minutes. So here it is, you guys. I have finished my peach cobbler and it looks delicious and it smells so good. You can hear the bubbles still going. Alright, let's cut into this and see how it turned out. Oh, nice and hot, steamy. Got some peaches. Look at that. Just gonna spoon it into a bowl. And let's see here. Got some nice crispy topping. Look at that deliciousness. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and I hope you do try this recipe. Again, have a wonderful day and thank you for joining me. God bless. Bye, y'all.